Well, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Live Talks. Where I am your co-host, Overseer Lachero Taylor, and the host, none other than Pastor Anita Williams Foyer. And our guest again tonight is Miss Kenya Russell. But before we get into our discussion on tonight, we always want to acknowledge and thank God for our Bishop Ira Presley and Lady Kate Presley. And just thank God for each of you, all of you out there in Facebook land. We thank you once again for joining us on tonight. And we had such a great time on last week. Miss Kenya, she really gave us some good information. And we do want to live, and we want to live healthy. We want to eat healthy. And Miss Kenya on last week, she kind of gave us some pointers, that will be helpful to us, some things that we can do to kind of start, I say, living a healthier and a better life. And Miss Kenya, she is an environmental scientist for over 30 years. And we just thank her again. She holds a bachelor's degree in business management from Warner University. And again, Miss Kenya, we welcome you back again for part two. And thank you so much for agreeing to come to be a part. I say to be a part of the live talks and the discussion, just on being healthy. And we just thank you for the information I said that you imparted into us on last week. And again, thank you so much. And we're just going to get right into it. Miss Kenya, we want to just kind of pick up where we left off on last week. And we would definitely try to answer those questions, as they come into the chat on tonight. So we welcome you
Yes, ma'am.
once again.
Yes, so good to see you, lovely ladies. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. That's great. Well, I know last week a lot of people was getting excited about the milk and and those different adjustments. So I was going. That's can we like you was saying that's from their end,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and we
Yeah.
can go with substitute and things. So it is a change to a drastic change. I feel that is necessary for us as a people to make because in order to see low blood pressure family, to see in your family, I mean your individual lineage, to see diabetes disappear, to see vision correction, it takes 10 generations, and that's a minimum of making the one choice continually, no dairy or no, low sugar diet, not when I say diet, the word diet, when I use it, means life eating, not, short choice. Because food intake, liquid is diet. And then ing means to do something, right? So dieting, that's when you kind of correct. But anything you do, you either have a good or bad diet. So when I say the word diet, I'm not talking about a fad. I'm saying, the way you bring nutrients into your body. And you have to make that one thing, that one change for 10 generations for it to not show up. And that's a minimum. And so we need to start making, I love how it's us as an older generation, because we have control over the grandkids and the great grands and our kids, and we can, they come to our house to eat. They come to our house for the foods and the things, and we can show them how to make the healthy pork pot. And it is a such thing as a healthy pork pot. You can show people how to make a healthy pot of greens, a healthy grits and fish. It's a way to do it and not kill yourself.
Well, will you tell me how to cook a healthy pot of greens? I want to know that. Can you help us there?
The foundation of it is to keep it a vegetable. Don't change things into other things. As a people, we make all of our whole meal protein. And because you're taking everything and making it a protein, you're not getting in the other food groups. So it is nothing wrong with having a protein plate. We talked about that last week. You can do a whole protein plate, but it shouldn't be 7 of them. That means 7 days of protein plates. So if you do greens, keep them vegetables is the first thing. Number one, they already have a high content of salt because they come from the earth. Sodium exists. So cut salt. Reduce the meat protein all the way. If I was you, I would do 0 because you're bringing the collard or the mustard in as a vegetable, but then you just straight off the rip change it to a protein, and you change to a high sodium protein.
Mhm.
So you haven't eaten collard, you eating a protein pot.
Okay. So if you were going to cook a pot of greens, what are the ingredients that you would use?
I would say this. Thank you for asking that question. I have a perfect answer to that question. I love this. Okay, thank you. Because you need to stop using salt. I have a container of salt in my house and it lasts a year. This is my truth. And I cook. I'm a cooker. If you look at my stove right now, I cook. I get out work and cook. Because I know the salt content of food by what? Cooking it bland, starting with it bland, so I know what it's issuing. So you have to put in homework. Then I also know how spices taste, how they trigger my desire to want to eat it. Because that's also something, making things desirable with smell and taste. So you should take blank water, nothing, just water. Hot water is different from cold water. Don't forget, things taste different when they're cool than when they're warm and when they're hot. Okay? You get more intensity at hot, and you get a lot of intensity at coldness, and perfectness at medium warmth. You shouldn't eat a lot of hot food, make your breath smell. You know all those old things. With that being said, take the hot water and start adding a little garlic, add a little spice, add a little, savory, thyme, basil, all those things, and get your palate familiar with what you want those greens to start out, what you need. How do I want my greens to taste? Because they have seasonings, if I may, that are in a jar. I don't go that way, but I see them that they have on there, and they say chicken. Like they say, if you want to say God is good, hallelujah. You see them in the meats, and you'll see, if you turn them on the back, there's no meat in there. Someone took all the nice paprikas and dry garlics and turmerics, and they took all the cumins and all that and made a very nice spice blend. And it tastes like chicken when you get done. Add it to the water. Add that pork seasoning to the water that you take and season your pork roast with, or you take and season your beef roast with. Add it to the water. Taste it. See if that's how you want that green to taste. Then add the greens. When you get done, they'll taste like that.
So this is the powder. I know there's like bouillon cubes. They have the beef, the chicken.
But bouillons are animal based. But I'm vegan.
Okay.
And I don't those up because I'm vegan. But they're good. They're a good broth base. They're mostly bone broths, which are the best broths. Bone broths are the best broth. And to be seriously saving, you don't even have to do that. You cook enough bone, broth it yourself, stock it, put it in the nice little ice trays, and make your own bone broths. Drop them into everything. If you don't want, though, Doc was asking me, if you don't mind me saying Doc, I apologize. Sorry, Elder. But if you don't want your vegetable to give you a protein outcome, don't make it a protein. Beans, collard greens, all that. Everything on your plate, you turned into a protein. Then you set it on the plate and wonder why you're not getting vegetable outcomes. What are vegetable outcomes? Flat stomachs, a little more gas, but we can handle that. Flat stomachs, leaner muscles, longer lines, thinner pockets of fat. We have fat pockets, but they don't bulge out. They more thin. Those are outcomes of a person that eats more vegetables, has a more base of diet instead of acidic. You understand what I'm saying? There's someone who releases chunks of meat on a regular instead of having them festering in their stomach and bulking out.
So you're saying all vegetables that such as, you have your collard greens, you have green beans. So you're saying if possible kind of go that route. I
If
said
you're
in
eating,
season.
why would you be eating it? I don't understand why you're eating it if you don't want a vegetable outcome. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. It's you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like running a tub of water and putting 10 pigs in it and bathing. Did you want to bathe or you just running a ritual? You really not eating vegetables. You're not eating vegetables. You're not eating them if you throw a hog maw, a smoked turkey neck. People can say whatever they want. Now, what I've noticed my mother has started doing, she cooks the meat on the side. So she'll cook her string. She'll cook her collard greens because she know how to cook them because of these things she calls me. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Long story longer, she makes the vegetable and then she has the meat over there. So that makes one protein as well. Because what then happens, you don't have your brown stew pork chops and your greens with turkey necks.
Gotcha.
You have one protein. Your body has one protein to digest. So it doesn't take all of you to digest it because it also has that slippery, nice vegetable that's attached to it. And it's why, because you ate a nice collard green that was a collard green and it was able to cook as a collard green. Let me tell you the benefits of that. Able to cook it as a collard green, that stock has turned to a fat burning stock. Especially put a little rice vinegar in it or a little white vinegar in it. That stock is now burning fat. But when you turn it into a fat, when you put the meat into it, now its only job is to break down the meat that's in the pot. It doesn't do anything for you. You've activated it. It's like if you take Alka-Seltzer and set it in the water and let it sit there forever and finish bubbling out and get dead and then drink it. It does nothing. You need that activation in your stomach to get all the acid and the bubbles out. If you eat a dead acid, that says you've done nothing. And that's what you've done with the vegetable when you've activated its necessary need to break down fat. But it broke down your pig fat first in the pot, which is great. But don't then say it's a vegetable. You didn't eat one. We need more. We need vegetables. We need days of vegetables. Days of vegetables. We need in between meat days. And how do you know when to put a meat day in? Once you look at your stool and it's free of meat. Now I'm ready to get more meat or more of a harder protein to digest. Because you can have a leaner protein, something that really does, like I was telling the doctor last week about protein cereals. Those would go through really easy. But when we're talking about getting healthy, getting off medicine, getting ourselves where we can walk around, our knees ain't popping and our back hurt a little bit, we need to do 1 to 2 meat or tougher protein days. What I mean with that is meats like, the steaks and the anything away from the bone. Bone in, better. Bone away, nah. It's called wasted food. It really is not giving you what you need. You full, but that's not what food's for. Food is not fulfilling you. Food is for giving you energy. God doesn't want us full. He wants us working. He want us moving all the time. When we sleep, that's when we go. But when we up, we gonna be moving. Not, oh girl, I just ate. Take a little nap. I got the itis. Because everything you own now needs to shut down to take that meal and digest it. And you shouldn't get straight up from eating. Go to the bathroom. That means whatever you just ate, your body said, get out of me now. Right now. Right now. And that's not, it's moving something out the way. No, it's getting out the way and taking everything with it. But if we just write it down, what I ate.
So is that a good thing?
It is. Thank you, God knows. Hallelujah. It's good when it's the food greens, for example. Let's stay on collards. They're diuretics. They are diuretic. Mustard, diuretic. So if you're eating a diuretic, then yes, you should use the restroom. But if you wrap diuretics in the right portion with a heavy food, something that sits on you, take it with that diuretic, everything flows. And you have a healthy gut. And you have a healthy breath, healthy sight, your nose, everything, all that phlegm, all in here, all that. That's because you eat phlegmy foods. I know because when I eat them, I know about it. It's more than allergies. It's more. They need something to attach to. They need a bed. They need a nest. And if you give it to them through food, and you need to know, I have allergies. Okay, I need to eat less phlegmy producing foods. We know milk is off the list. Last week we took it off the list. We can get calcium and vitamin D. We can get calcium and vitamin D better than taking our teeth out, increasing our cancer rates, increasing all the other dietary issues. Why would I drink it or give me calcium? I could do a pill for that and way less negatives because I do need calcium. I need it. Once I get 30, you safe to say 25, you stop. You stop. Now it's all getting rid of it. It's going. It's leaving your body. But your body needs it to try to make the old bones, the old people bones, them funny looking ones that start looking crazy. And why they look more crazy is this calcium as they getting built. So you need the calcium, but you don't want to give yourself calcium and harm yourself. The list of harming is this long to the list of calcium when you're dealing with dairy. The better way to get calcium through dairy is soy milk. The best. Let's go. That way. As adults. Not even with baking. Don't do it with baking. And then I know people who say, oh, it's so expensive. Oh, eating like Mr. King is saying, so expensive. But going to the doctor is way more expensive. Pills is way more expensive. If you add it up, your doctor, your pills, add all that up. Let's do apples for apples. Because you're taking in the nutrients through a pill or not getting into having sickness and or not getting into having these high menstruals. Oh, we can do menstruals all day. You can fix your menstrual, just eat right. Period. If you want a better menstrual, eat right. Hydrate. If we could talk about hydration for a second. As older people, we need to stop putting in the calculator and calculating hydration and drinking 10 and 12 gallons of water. Stop. We're too old for that. That boat has passed. We only have one set of kidneys. If you want them till you die, don't use them that way, because they only have, you can't go to Ace Hardware or whatever and get another filtration system. It's that one. And if you keep going, the more you going to the bathroom, that's that kidney. That's that kidney. And your nutrients, all your vitamins, everything you need that you put in that morning through a supplement, or you may have put it in through some nice liquid drink that you're getting smart now. You're doing a nice liquid drink, right? It's gone. Because now you're watering, water. Do total liquid. We as women, and men need to do total liquid. Watermelons, coffee, the water I took, how much water I took to take my medicine. This, yes, total liquid is hydration. So when you type it in that calculator, type in total liquid. I drink 10 cups of coffee. Then I have a gallon of water with my medicine in the morning. And that starts AM too as well, ladies. Let's make sure we remember. That's why you sleep. We wake up, drink some water, and we sleep. That's hydration. So that's what we need to do. Reduce it. If you see you going to the bathroom 10 to 12 times a day, reduce. Increase the water and decrease the coffee. Increase the water, decrease the sodas, but just still do that one little amount. You don't even have to put it in the calculator. Just see how you go into the bathroom. Because that can hurt you. It will hurt you. Dialysis, it will hurt you. Don't do that. Just don't hydrate that way. If your mouth is staying saturated, you should be good. If your mouth not staying saturated and you're hydrated, go to your doctor and let them know you have dry mouth, because you also have dry ear and eye. And you'll notice you start having ear infection. You start, oh my, it's so dry, my dry. That's all go together. This telling you about these other things. If you hydrating correctly and you have dry mouth, you have these two. And you can have downstairs as dry as well. So you need to go and get all that checked out. Don't start overhydrating because your mouth dry. It could be something else.
Okay. Have you mentioned earlier about children? Have you, I'll say, met any families of children
on this journey?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. I have. Yeah. Not just their kids. I know a third in. I know a grandma who got hicked in it, and she started with her daughter. and her daughter did it, and now it's a grandchild in it. So it's a grandma, a daughter. So it's the mama, her child. So she see a great grand. She see a great grand. So she 4 or 3. She don't have that many to go. As long as it continues, because it's a bad thing in snacking. It's just a bad thing. Her daughter did the breastfeeding only. She did breastfeeding, and then but she did give her daughter some traits. But her daughter caught the traits, and then her daughter did the breastfeeding only. Did no cow milk or nothing. Never. I never gave my kids that neither. But I knew I had milk issues. I've been there. So it's a couple of food chains I broke in my girls as well. So I'm in my second of it. My girls don't, because I've been vegan so long and healthy eating so long. There's certain things that they can't even eat. When they try, they go into Mama, you done messed me up. They can't eat.
What about ice cream? Ice cream,
dairy. That's what we were talking about last week. If we put everything in the right food group, ask your phone, what food group this is? Then you'll just categorize straight off. You can do ice cream, but do non-dairy. It's still milk.
Okay, non-dairy.
Let's say that you are trying to counsel diabetes in your family. Let's say you want to counsel diabetes in your family. Y'all can't eat ice cream. You just can't eat it. It's no cookies. We're a sugar-free family for a couple of generations. And then we come back in different. We come back in a whole new way with sweets. Because I want a child birth. We looking for children born. It's nowhere. It's not flagged. You got to go, that's a man of 10. And it depends on how many sicknesses you have. And did you attempt to attack them all? Because you can still have the other and they can give you effects. They can have all the same symptoms. We're not talking about skinny. We're not talking about that. We're talking about healthy. I like how you said that. Healthy. Because you can be 100 pounds and you can be 700 pounds and still can climb Mount Everest if you're healthy.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I've seen it. And the kids don't want McDonald's. They don't eat like that. They don't even, they don't want, it's something they don't want because it's not habit. I even have a friend, a little baby girl that I, kind of godmama to, but not, and she doing her son, no sugar, no this and that, everything.
Oh, wow.
She's making a conscious choice because they had it. They have the diabetes. They have it all. So she's seeing with her son, let me see. I gave him the DNA, but let's change the diet.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. This has been enlightening again. When you go back, ma'am. Can you talk a little bit more about hydration before we go? We have a few minutes. Yes, go back to hydration again.
Level of use, level of exertion. If you're someone who sits in the air conditioner all day, I'm serious. Don't say you went outside because you went to your car. And don't say you're needing water because you're sweating. Sweating and water don't go hand in hand. Your body is cooling itself off with sweat. You have gotten overheated blood tissue out and your body starts sweating. A way to cool is to drink liquids, but that don't go together. And make sure, so people drink water, I notice, like they sledgehammering and chopping trees outside, but we're not even that way anymore. You need to make sure, I would strongly suggest urination as your key. The color, how often, the color and how often you're urinating. If you don't urinate all day, you're surely not taking in enough water. If you urinate too much, too much water. If it's way golden yellow all through every time you go to the bathroom, medicine, of course. And you need to talk to your doctor about that. Ask, hey, can this have my urine a certain way? Then you have to get another factor. you have to get another factor because your urine gonna be strong no matter what because of your medication. But we moving forward, getting off of it, right? So let's do that. Number one, we're gonna follow how often I'm urinating. Number two, we're gonna see how it smells and looks, because dark urine don't have to smell rank. It can smell like medicine. Then that's a key too. You know, oh, this is my medicine. Okay, that's that. Then you running around. You somebody who really exerts a lot of energy. How could we do it? Folding laundry, doing a bunch of clothes at one time, and mopping, and we done. You know, you doing spring cleaning. You need to be drinking water the whole time. You need to be drinking water the whole time. Why? Because rigid muscles, rigid bones, dry, brittle. While you moving with, you know, you doing all these here, they need to be they need to be. They need to be slippery. They need to be slippery. They need to have. They need to be lubricated. Thank you. They need to be lubricated. And how you keep that going, and then you know tomorrow. Oh, you know what? I'm going there. I'm doing laundry tomorrow. I'm doing spring cleaning. I'm going to my friend girl house, help her pack up. You need to be pre-hydrating. A lot of way I like to do it because I don't like to urinate a lot. When I know I'm doing my friend girl now, I'm Powerating. I take the things that have what I need in it. So I take the water that has supplements in it, the Powerade and the Gatorades, because I still want to do less water content with my kidneys out, but I know I need a punch to keep me hydrated. Because hydration is not thirst. It's not that. It's where you have enough liquid where your bones, your blood, your everything, all your bursas are moving fluidly, and they don't have to snatch nothing from nowhere else. Because as soon as your body needs liquid, it's coming straight from the blood. It's coming straight. What's suffering? Heart, lungs, all that suffering, sight. Because you need to drink water. You dehydrated. So you want to keep all that stuff hydrated. Thank you, lubricate. That's what I want. You want to keep all that hydrated by keeping a little sip, not just talk. You want to keep it going so you can keep the level you started with, at least, to not lose that. If that makes hydration more simple, I hope it does. That calculator don't do that. I notice people do that and they come out, oh, I need 30 gallons of water. I need to drink 3 gallons of water a day. Or they get those things, they get those accomplishments of water while killing their kidneys. Overhydrating their body, that's bad. Because you end up what? Flushing all your nutrients, flushing all your vitamins. You take a daily vitamin, you take all that stuff, and then drink a bunch of water. It does the same thing. You put bleach in the bucket, pour a bunch of water in it. You can't wash your white clothes in that. Just smell like. Yeah. I hope that answers that.
Yes. Well, once again, you have given us so much information. I know Pastor Polite has a few comments out there. I haven't seen any questions as of yet. But we do thank you so much, Miss Kenya. You have really just enlightened us things we didn't know, had no clue about. But we really, really appreciate this information that you have given us again on tonight. Pastor, I know you have some announcements. Any final remarks before your announcements?
Just want to thank Ms. Kenya Russell.
Yes.
You know, we die for the lack of knowledge. And so as you have been able to inform us, now it's left up to us to put it together and make it work for us. So thank you so much again for coming and sharing with us. And we hope to have you back again, because I know you just put it all in a bundle for us, and it's much more to take in. So thank you so much again for sharing with us. I have a few announcements. Sunday is elevation service and at the Hawkinsville Church at 9 a.m. Overseer Eddie King is being elevated to minister. Overseer Deborah Taylor is being elevated to exhorter and teacher. Deacon in training is Brother William Bryant. And so we're just really excited about what the Lord is doing, because we know in every church this is needed. officers are needed, and it's a blessing that the Lord has chosen you to be elevated to do a special work for Him. Also, we're having a couples ball. We're excited about this June 21st at 6 p.m. We're coming to have fun, laughter, entertainment, great food. And so if you're interested in coming to our couples ball, you don't have to have a mate. Just bring somebody with you. Or you can come by yourself. That's at 25 Woodrow Miller Drive, Hawkinsville, Georgia at 6 o'clock, June the 21st. You're going to miss it if you don't come. You're going to, we're dressing up. We're going to look as if we're on the amateur, whatever you call it at night when they walk on the red carpet. We're excited about that. Also, our summer conference coming up July 11th through the 12th in Gainesville, Florida, Friday night, beginning at 7 p.m. Friday morning at 10 a.m. service, and then Friday night service. I think the men and women is in charge. And on that Saturday, we're looking forward to a women's tea at 11 p.m. at the Home Suites. And we'll be dressed in our cowgirl outfit, because the men will not be there. We're excited about that. Oh, God is truly going to bless us in this particular service. And the men, they're going to break away into that backyard barbecue, celebrating with Bishop Morris over at his house. They're having a backyard barbecue. We might be peeping in, trying to see what's going on in the backyard barbecue. The youth will be going to the farm, and I think they have other activities planned for the youth. So come and share with us. Gainesville, Florida. It is just going to be such a grand affair. So I'm excited. Get excited. Call us at 229-478-3036. And if no one is there to answer, just leave a message and we will get back with you. You want those tickets? Call me. Call me.
I see how she doing you overseas.
I have two tables. I got the advantage. I have the advantage. Call me. As that guy say, he looked back when he was getting his taxes done. He looked back and he said, call me with my check on me. So call me if you need tickets. 229-395-3232. I think that's the end of our announcement. So glad that you joined us. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. And that is our desire. Thank you, Ms. Russell, once again. Oh my goodness. I love knowledge. I love knowledge. And so you have really helped us these last two shows. So get ready for a new life, new body.
Life.
We're going to show the enemy we can do it.
Come on now.
Yes. It's not hard. We're going to do it. I'm waking up saying, I got to do it. I got to do it. I got to do it. Thank you so much, Overseer LaShera Taylor, my co-host, and the moderator, Sister Debbie Destiny. Thank you. She's graduating this Friday, I believe. And also Bryson Taylor from our church graduating. Congratulations to all the graduates. This is the first step into your future. So we're going to just pray that the Lord will bless and keep all of you during this time. God bless you. And remember, I love you with the love of the Lord. I see in you the glory of the Lord. Yes, yes. We love you with the love of the Lord. God bless and good night.
Good night. Thank you, Ms.
Good night.
Kenya. Until the
You.
next time. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.